Assalamu alaikum, welcome to the program Islam Explained. We are joined by Omer A Ergi again. Welcome to the program, Omar.
Thank you, Veysel. Thank you.
Omar, quick question. One of our viewers asks, been getting a lot of questions actually, and the only reason why I'm actually getting you to explain it encompasses your area of expertise as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, now I'll read it out. If God is both all-knowing and all-powerful, now these are some of his attributes, one of these attributes would cancel the other out. Now, for example, if he knows what he will be doing the next day, his all-powerful attribute would be cancelled because of the previous day of him all-knowing what will be happening the next day, meaning it will cancel the other out. So how will we be able to answer this question?
Yeah, this is a philosophical question. Does his omniscience cancel out his omnipotence? So all-knowing and all-powerful, as you mentioned too, Veysel, they're both attributes of Allah or names of Allah as well. You know, one is Qadir and the other one is Alim. As you know, Allah has some transcendent attributes, which we call salbi sifats, and also affirmative attributes, a set of 8, which we call subuti sifats. And within the subuti sifats, there's qudra and ilm. So he is all-knowing. His knowledge encompasses everything that is to be known, and things that does not even exist. Allah knows everything. So his knowledge encompasses everything, and he is all-powerful. He can do anything that he desires, and he wills and he wishes. So in the question, in the philosophical question, it is sort of asserted that, you know, if he already knows what he himself will be doing the next day, would that cancel out his omnipotence, his qudra? Because what that means is actually, since he knows what he will be doing the next day, and when that day comes, the next day, because of his all-knowing, he has no other alternative but to do that.
Exactly, yeah.
And that would cancel out his all-powerfulness.
All-powerful, that's right.
If he changed his mind and does something else, then that would cancel out his omniscience.
His all-knowing.
All-knowing. That means his knowledge have altered, hasha, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's knowledge cannot be altered because he knows exactly what's going to happen. The problem here is this, really. What the person who asked this question, what the person doesn't know is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not bound by space-time. What that means is, even time itself began, according to physical data as well, empirical data, time began with the beginning of space. They are connected. We call it the space-time continuum. So with the Big Bang, not only space originated, but time originated as well. What that means is, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no such a thing as time. He's not trapped within time. He's not trapped within space. He doesn't have a material existence. He doesn't have a direction. These are all Islamic theological realities, facts. So what this means is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no such a thing as the next day. There is no such a thing as tomorrow, you know. Yeah. Because if you argue that, it means that he exists in this space-time today, and he's waiting for tomorrow to occur. So you're saying that he knows what's going to occur tomorrow, but that is, you know, only limited to human beings and other beings in the universe. Allah is not part of this universe or time or space-time. So for him, all slices of space-time exists simultaneously at the same time. So when he created the universe, not only he created the beginning of the universe, he also created the present and the future. So for him, they all exist, coexist, and he can see and observe everything at the same time. That means that he's not within space-time. That means that he doesn't wait for tomorrow. He doesn't wait for the next year. He doesn't wait for 1,000,000 years later to occur. They all coexist. Then it cancels out this philosophical argument, which means he is all-powerful and all-knowing as well, because he can do whatever he wishes at the same instant. So basically we can say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not an entity, hasha wa kalla, that exists or trapped within the space-time continuum like us.
Yeah.
For him, there is no such a thing.
It makes a lot, much more sense when you put it in that perspective.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Because when we look at it from our perspective, we look at it like tomorrow or yesterday.
Yes.
And you've put it into a lot of perspective by answering that question. And I'd like to thank you for answering that question.
Thank you for the invitation.
So hopefully our viewer could benefit from that question that's just been answered. And hopefully we'll see you next time. And thank you for joining Islam Explained. So,